Hey guys, welcome back to the second episode of our series, Ultimate Survival. It's your boy Vulture, and today as always we are starting our mine because we need resources. So if you like seeing Minecraft as a general, consider subscribing as I am trying to upload 7 times a week. And it's free and you can always unsubscribe if you don't like what I'm doing. So yeah, that would mean a lot to me if you hit the subscribe button. So without any further ado, let's get right in the video. So as you can see, first thing first, the video is in a time-lapse mode. Now why did I choose to film it as a time-lapse? Well, there was a lot of things that I wanted to record and put them in the same episode, and I just didn't feel like making a couple of episodes for this. So yeah, that's why this episode is fully in time-lapse mode. Because in reality, I think the footage was for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours or something. So what you're seeing is the footage of me first thing first starting building the mine, or the outer building of the mine, with the resources that I collected at the end of the last video. Of course, I ran out of cobblestone, and coincidentally I ended up out of cobblestone in my mine, so that was kinda okay. I just had to extend the mine downwards get the resources, so that was fine. As for logs, I kinda had enough on me. So yeah. Oh yes, and that was my first time crafting glass in that world. So yep, that was end of day 3. I have to create move that bad because I wanna get spawning outside, especially if there's a creeper. Yeah, it takes a lot of material to build on the place. Now the most expensive thing though is the roof itself. Like it took the most materials, which is kinda surprising. So yep, the roof is a bit more harder to build on that build because it's a bit, how to put it, unconventional, unique, and I kinda had some mistakes in the design itself, so that wasn't very fun, but I managed to fix them without it being too late. So at that point I had the base done, the base of the mine done, and yeah, the one thing left was the roof and to make it look pretty. And oh boy, when I say it took a lot of materials, it really took a lot of materials. I should have done it out of cobblestone, so we can just build a stone cutter and yeah, in hindsight that's what I should have done, but I think it wouldn't have looked as good as if I have done it with cobblestone, so it's kinda okay. Now I still use a bit of cobblestone here and there, just to make it look a bit different than usual. So yeah, that was my main endeavors, making the roof. Other than that, it was pretty enjoyable and pretty easy to do. Now in this episode, not only did I start and finish the mine, but I decided to do some mining as well, of course. But beforehand I had to finish the roof a bit, so don't get surprised by phantoms and mobs like that. And yeah, that's how I spent the day 4 of the survival world, just building the mine. And I decided to change the location of the bed so it just don't spawn outside anymore, which I think was a big plus. Now I decided here to change a bit the roof just so it doesn't look like it's connected to the main body of the building. And I decided to make to make the building a bit more renowned, a bit better looking as a whole. Yeah, that's where I spent a lot of materials as well. Also, how I took a lot of materials. Have I said that already? And of course, there was another integral mistake in the building process. Of course, it wouldn't be my building if I don't make a mistake here and there. But it was nothing that I couldn't fix. It was finally getting in shape. I could finally say that it's acceptable. I kinda liked it. I kinda liked it a lot. Now for the next part I was looking for a bit of clay because I want to put some flowers around to make it look something better. So that's what I did. I searched a bit for clay and I just went ahead and smelled it, yeah. That's pretty much straightforward, but I needed more clay. I know I needed. So I went ahead and combined more. So that was my main priority for the ending. Just get some clay, smelt it to make bricks, and then I could do some pottery with it. Now, I never use bricks to make the brick block. I don't think it is very good, but I don't really use build it might be good at, so yeah. I was starting to run out of food, but thankfully I had hay bales so I could make bread. Now, at the beginning of day 6 I decided to start collecting some flowers while I was waiting for more bricks to smelt or for clay to cook. How is the saying? I don't know. It is what it is. So yeah, while I was waiting I said there's nothing I can do, I should just go ahead and do it. So that's what I did. I brought a bit of randomness into my build and I decided to start adding some flowers and some saplings, of course. The roof looks so bad. It's just terrible, but it is what it is. So yeah. Now that the main building was finished, I decided that it was time to do some mining. You know, just cause we just created a mine, we cannot not use it, you know what I mean, right? First I had to put some storage inside in case I needed to regather torches because I was gonna put stairs inside, so they needed to be a bit taller. And what I decided to do is mine. Just go straight ahead and mine downwards to Y11. But of course it took quite a while to do so. Gravel, I don't like gravel. Why it always has to be gravel? Now I ran up in some coal and some iron, which was very useful for me, as I'm at the point that it's at the beginning of the series, so I gratefully mined all from the resources I saw. And yeah, I was heading down slowly but surely to Y12 and 11, so I can mine. Now while I was mining, I stumbled upon a cave and decided to mine a bit of iron, and it was quite low, so they might have been diamonds, so I just went ahead and mined it. Now I don't really recommend you mine without any armor, especially if you're on hard difficulty, especially if you're on hardcore, but I decided it was fine as I haven't given a lot of time for mobs to spawn again, so I decided that nothing bad really would happen if I just am careful. And then I was attacked by a witch and I almost immediately died. So yeah, I barricaded the cave and just went straight up because I wanted nothing to do with that. Just wanted to go and sleep through the night. First I torched the area so nothing can spawn inside. I just wanted to regenerate some health so I can go kill the witch, so I can build a bit more downwards. So yeah, but there was no witch at that point, so I decided to barricade everything and just go straight down, just mine till we are at 511. So that's what I did mainly. Barricaded the cave, like I didn't want to have access to entry or the witch to have entry to my place. Fortunately there was a lot of coal that I dug up. I later on used it to smelt a lot more things that really came in handy, but in the meantime I just wanted to have enough for torches. So at that point I was almost there. I could smelt diamonds from 7 miles away. I decided to wait up and first thing first, make stairs, because I wanted to be able to climb up and down fast, because I'm not used to having stairs in my mind, so I decided to change it, but it will be a pretty good idea. And yeah, I just went ahead to place some stairs here and there, and just so I have them laying around, and that would save me a lot of hunger, which would at that point be nice as I don't have any food sources at the moment. So yeah, I finished up the staircase and it was already day outside, so I decided to start building my starter base as well, just because I already did the mine and I decided why not. I have acquired some cobblestone, I had some dark oak already, so I was like, yeah, why not already do that. So yeah, I started building up in the oaks upwards, and decided to build somewhat a window idea, which was kinda okay, but I decided against it eventually. But not before running out of cobblestone, of course, because I'm running out of a lot of resources. I don't like the beginning. Now I decided to do mine to Y11 and just go ahead and get some more resources first thing first, and second some more cobblestone to build with, which was really nice. And I got some redstone, which is pretty good. especially when I had none, and that was gonna be useful for future projects. So I ran into, first I thought I ran into a water cave, but it was just a pocket of water, so I was able to deal with it pretty easily. And I had to keep up the vibe of my hallway going downwards and make these just big 2 by 5 by 2, yeah, 2 by 5 by 2 hallway kind of design, but I just wanted to finish up my first layer, and it was already night out, so I decided to sleep up first, and then did some more redesigning. Here I changed the windows, but I didn't like, I considered that I could not connect the windows properly at that point in time, but I decided just to get going and finish the first floor. But at that point my dark oak logs started to demolish in count, and it's not wonder why I use a lot of that stuff here and there all the time. So yeah, I decided to build a bit of tall floor. Maybe the first floor was quite tall. I will build it just 2 by 2 and just make another floor, but no, it has to be quite tall. Yeah, here is where I realized I could not use this type of windows effectively, and most might have been able to see them, so I just didn't want to risk it and just went with plain old 3 by 3 windows, which kinda looked okay-ish for the beginning. I said to do the second floor out of dark oak planks, because I want there to be a little bit of contrast between the cobblestone and the ground. So yeah, that's what I decided, and I found out that I finally ran out of dark oak, so I had to go and break some more trees, just get it to not only finish the floor but continue on building. So yep, I crafted an iron axe, and that's what I did until the sun started setting and I knew I had to go back home. But at that point in time I already have collected about 2 trees worth of logs, so I decided it was okay and I would have enough to finish the second floor at least. And I decided to punch a hole in the floor and just build it from the top. So here I finish it, and yeah, that was kind of, I continue building on. Now the plan at the beginning was to do a couple of floors, but then yeah, I realized how much materials I'm gonna need to do so I decided against it, and I decided to make just a second floor and call it a day. And so yeah, it was looking almost the same as the first floor, based on windows and things like that, the way I built it. So there's nothing really special about it, because I didn't really wanted to spend more materials to make it even fancier. I just decided to finish the outer ring of logs for this floor, And yeah, then I ran out of cobblestone again. Oh, and the vlogs apparently. This episode, every 5 minutes I was running out of materials, which in real time was probably about 15 to 20 minutes. Because yeah, I was running out of materials quite a lot. Now, I was foresting the forest a lot, and I didn't like it, and I was already thinking of building tree farm, but yeah, dark oak drops a lot less saplings than usual. Trees varieties, so I would have to build around it with hoppers, like fill that, and I just didn't have the amount of iron to do that yet, so I decided against it and just continue on building the roof. But before that I went to bed, so nothing can spawn on me and just kill me or blow up the base. And yeah, it was time to build a roof once again. So yeah, like the mine, I decided to build it out of dark oak stairs, which I think they looked really good. And the harder part was to building the outer ring, as when I fought without an armor from that height, I took a lot of damage. Yeah, you will see I almost died there. Now, of course, I ran out of cobblestone as well, so I didn't go to the mine that time. I just went to the nearby cave, just so I can get some more cobblestone. I wasn't really interested in mining ores and things like that. So that I just shaved a couple of layers of the cave just to get the amount of cobblestone that I really needed. Like I really needed it, so I can start to finish the second floor and just build somewhat of a scaffolding for the stairs to be placed on when I'm finished with the outer ring. So yeah, here you can see where I use the cobblestone, so I could place the stairs a lot easier, and so I could save time. Now, for this roof, I just decided to use only dark oak stairs. I didn't use any cobblestone stairs. I don't know why, I just decided that I didn't want it, just because probably I wouldn't have had enough cobblestone to finish everything. So yep, I was running out of materials. I had buried materials. The only thing I had quite a bit of was some iron, and even that I didn't have plenty of. So yep, I'm done with the roof, and I'm almost out of bread or food, may I say again. So yep, I will train it to make a food supply farm soon enough, and yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. But first, I just had to finish the roof first thing first, cause yeah, I don't want any creepers just falling from the sky on me. I really do not fancy that. Now surprisingly, I didn't run out of material this time. So yep, that's gonna be for today's video. I hope you really enjoy it. If you did, consider liking and subscribing. If you stuck till the end, thank you very much. And yep, see you next time.